Good morning, my dears. Happy June to you all. I don't know what I'm going to title this one yet because, like I've mentioned a few times, June is when irrational and irrational kind of merge together. These are such clean, simple transits. Like it's just so pure. It's just so magical and whimsical. Like Jupiter going into Cancer, Cancer solstice, Sun conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. Like it's just so makes me believe in the magic of the world. And just, I have a feeling that this community, we've all been supporting each other. We've all been like on the lives. We're like, you can do it. You do this, you do this, you do this. And I feel like we've created such a safe container around here. And if you're new here, welcome. You're a part of this. Hello. Where we can celebrate our wins together. And when you have a community of people that can celebrate your wins, we all ascend together. We all thrive together. It's, the phrase that I say is surround yourself with winners, meaning when you win, that doesn't take from me. It's not like, oh, I didn't get my abundance. I didn't get my thing. We could be like, oh my God, I see it in my reality. I see someone hopping paradigms. So everyone's win around you just energetically betters the world. So you don't think of it in a self-centered way. You just want to see people thrive. And if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer. Today we're going to be talking about the astrology of June 2025, how pure and magical it is. And it's just, I'm here for it. I'm jazzed about it. So what I have on the board is the 1st of June, 2025. And even if you know nothing of astrology, actually pause the video if you'd like. A little hematite over here. I think we named him Randy. Go grab your coffee, tea. I have been drinking, full disclosure, I am drinking Tulsi green tea today. Today is day 3 that I have been doing a coffee detox. I've been channeling the Council of Nine pretty intensely. I'm integrating them really into my practice. So I'm going to welcome them in with some messages for the group today. It's been like I had an experience this morning when I was just sitting in contemplation where I viewed the air around me in a way that I haven't seen for years. Since I was, I have taken hero's doses of mushies before and was seeing the air breathe. And this morning, just sitting quietly with a little bit of green tea, I was able to see that same thing. So I have a lot to say about, actually I have a whole video to record about, I haven't had cannabis flower. I haven't had alcohol in a very long time. Cannabis, I just had my 1-year anniversary. It was the 5th of May. It was 1 year without any cannabis, no tinctures, nothing. And, caffeine is really the only thing that I ingest. Sybil's playing with a toy if you hear her. She loves the little rings that the crystals sit on the board, so she's playing with that. She found it. I'm so happy. What was I saying? So there's a lot to be said for sobriety in the spiritual community, and I have a lot to say about that. So I'm going to do an entire video. I had a subscriber ask about tools for how I removed cannabis flower from my life, and so I want to make it a practical video as well as a little. I don't want a soapbox, but I feel like I got something to say about it. So I'll see how that video flows, but that's a story for another day. Because today, feeling clear, feeling sassy, feeling ready, and I want to get into June. So pause the video, grab your journal, coffee, tea, and let's talk about June. So, and this is your chair here. This is your chair. And if this is your first time again, welcome. This is my Multidimensional Caffè. It's just you and I having coffee, tea, and we're talking about the awakening of the planet as new Earth leaders. It's a good time. It's a good time to be alive. We can literally hop paradigms, and this is potent energy for it. So let's look at the grid. So this is the general wheel. Starts in Aries, goes all the way around over to Pisces. So what do we know about the wheel? This is the ascendant sign, the rising, the mask we wear to the world. Over here, this is the descendant side, relationships. This is the roots of the tree of our life, cultural family roots, and this is our more public life, our more public image. We got a lot happening down here. We have Pluto retrograde at 3 degrees. It's going to stay at 3 degrees retrograde all month, so I'm not worried about that. We have Lilith over here in Scorpio. I did a whole video on that. What that is going to, Lilith is going to go from 7 to 10 degrees, so not really scoot too much, but it really just says that we've become more ourselves than we've ever been in relationships, in our work, in our practice, in our dress, in our aesthetic, in our finances. We've really taken that radical, my ears ringing, at radical personal responsibility. And, you know, going from gem season to Cancer season, it can be a little bit like, actually, I don't even want to say that. It's more so going from Leo season to Virgo season, that it's like, get back to work, get back to school. But for this one, it might feel really nice to have an emotional grounding from the air season. You know, Gemini, mutable air energy, and Cancer is cardinal water energy. So I'm just, it feels nice. It feels nice. You know, this is our first God's Caudalie that we're completing in this month. You know, starts with fire, goes to earth, then to air, and now we're going to water. But we'll talk more. I just that's all I had to say about that. This is the astrology for the 1st of June. Moon will be in a fire sign. The sun is going to be in an air sign. Mercury's happy here. There's no big notes. You know, the big shifts that we've had, Saturn going into Aries, Neptune going into Aries, it's like, and when I'm talking to you, if I look over here, that's where the guides show me pictures and images. So I'm just listening to them. I have not glitched. Everything in the astrology, this isn't like, be careful, Saturn's going into Aries, oh my God. It's an energy that's like, it's a smell, it's in the air, it's available to us. But A, you don't have to get worried about it. And B, that energy is also inside of you. You know, that's why, you know, if someone was born this second, this astrology would be their internal makeup. So it's like the as above, so below, as within, so without. So yes, these are the planets in the stars, but they're evoking something in you that says, focus here, look here. It can be in your chart, it can be coming up in your life, but I want us to really take some time to center ourselves each morning. Just take some time to center yourself. It doesn't have to be full meditation. I implore you to have a morning meditation practice. So my human Sarah is like this, it's non-negotiable, and it's the first and only thing that got me to be able to channel in the way that I do. So if you are keen to be a channeler, or if you are keen to receive messages from your guidance team, starting with a daily grounding meditation practice, I keep seeing 808, it's one of my favorite numbers right now, is the first step to get there, and it will completely transform your life. There's not a single negativism to that practice being integrated. So looking at June, where the sun will be transiting over the bottom of the chart, the roots of a tree of our life, our cultural family roots, there might be things that are just happening really naturally, or even, you know, I love a good like weekly check-in. On Sundays, I ask myself 3 questions. What did I do well last week? What did I not do so well, or what can I improve upon? And what is fully integrated? I feel as though nowadays, and please comment below if this is you, each week, I feel like things that I was so worried about the week before are like, that is integrated. That is so integrated. That is so integrated. And what it is that I'm focused on, you know, finding my home. Like that's fully what I have been calling in. Every bit of what I'm doing and working on is for my home. I don't know where on the planet it is. I could draw the blueprints of it right now. And I sit in meditation with it every single day. And it's calling me like everything else doesn't exist. That is where I'm going. It's you know, my Venus and Mercury sit in my 4th house of house and home. We'll talk more about that in my personal natal chart. And home is very sacred. It's very, very sacred. So just listening to the guides, they wanted me to share a few different. So the other day, I got a call to really close up my studio. Where I live and where I stay, it's so healing, but I was called to really close up my art studio and to not really be making any more art, but just to really work with the canvases that I have right now and let that be something that it's like, the energy of like when you're always looking over your shoulder and you can't fully get in it. That's what my energy was doing. So I had to really sit and pause, because if you've never seen my art before, I, get into a channeled meditative state, or, work with my inner child, work with the energy of the canvas, and then I literally roll in paint, get the paint on the canvas. Like it's very channeled, and the energy that channels through me goes onto the canvases. It's pretty galactic, and it's pretty exposing, and it's pretty raw. So for me to be able to do that, to have a safe space to do that, in physical, mind, body, spirit, is imperative to be able to do that work. So I was guided to really close that up, work with the canvases that I have, and share them in my membership group. I have a membership group, the Divine Sovereign Room, and a subscription-based group, the Full Moon Room, as well. And so if you're interested in once a month, you get a drop of a full moon channeling and healing. The Full Moon Room is for you. If you are actively hopping paradigms and you are actively consciously creating your new world, and you're looking for a membership space to really help and to be a part of a community of people, the Divine Sovereign Room, that is definitely the space for you. We meet twice a month now, once for a group coaching call and once for a new moon Zoom. We read a few people's charts. It's a little bit, you get to step into reading charts and learn from how other channelers and other readers go over their things. You doing all right, Seb? You doing okay? Yeah? Good. So, 1st of June. Looks good. I'm excited about it. I'm jazzed about it. So, the 3rd of June is when I'm launching my Mastering Mars program. I've been talking about it a lot. This is such a love letter to myself. I spent so many years in fight or flight, and this program is really something that I've put together to get to know your natal Mars in the signs, in the houses, get to know where Mars is transiting, how to work with Mars in your daily life. There's 2 guided meditations. There is an activation from the Council of 9 that really was like an activating Mars. There's so much of me that I've been putting into this program, and getting to know Mars has been, I'm an Aries sun with a Scorpio rising. So I have like double Mars placements within my big 3 with a Capricorn moon. So it's like Mars, Saturn, and Pluto. So it's gentle. So I definitely can speak from I statements and talk about how integrating Mars and integrating this work can be so transformative and so life-changing. And so I'm offering that to you. That's launching on June 3rd. So what happened on March 3rd? I'm just going to look back. Mercury went into Aries on March 3rd. Nice. Okay, good to know. Whenever there's like a glitch like that, I always trust it. So that's the 3rd. No astrology. I mean, the Mars is conjunct my midheaven that day, so it's a good day. On the 6th of June is when we have Venus going into Taurus. I'm going to take most everybody down. No, I can leave that. That's good. Venus, this is a big moment actually, because when we had that Venus retrograde, Venus was in Pisces, went into Aries, back into Pisces, been in Aries. So this is new, fresh energy. It's like fresh meat, fresh blood. It's good stuff. And it's very much, Venus loves being in Taurus. Taurus is run by Venus. I am so excited about this. This is values money and access to resources. This is just the softest, gentlest landing. I cannot wait to do an all signs reading for that. I am so excited. In my membership group in the Divine Sovereign Room, I do a whole all signs reading for the season ahead. And every time I channeled and went over that placement, it was like this, softness, freedom, money, good food, good dress, good skincare routine, nice hair. It was just so, for every sign, for every single sign. Scorpio, you too. Yeah, for you too. Yeah. It's your descendant sign, dear. So It's good. It's good. It's people paying you appropriately for the things that you're doing. Scorpio's been having a go of it, so that's why I'm speaking directly to Scorpio right now. So that's the 6th. The 8th and the 9th are incredibly potent days. So on the 8th, we're going to have Mercury conjunct the same point in this. Oh, Sybil, sorry. I was like, what on earth? I see you. Yeah, that's the mouse. Yeah. You want to come over? Yeah? Sybil's my cat, if you're new. She's on the table. Yeah, you wanna say hi? You can have that. You can play with that. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. So Mercury is going to conjunct Jupiter at 29 degrees of Gemini and then go into Cancer energy. Whenever we have little moments like that at the anaretic degree, the critical degree, the crisis degree, where it's so specific, it's so specific. So Mercury, our communication planet, our downloads, our Hermes, Jupiter, our abundant, gregarious planet, Gemini, the sign of the twins, language, communication. The day before Jupiter goes into Cancer itself. This could be like the right client, the right person, the right meetup, the right something, just finding you, just literally finding you. Where does this fall on your chart? Where's 29 degrees Gemini in your chart? Just expect something, like expect it. And it's something that when we do manifestation work, when you're in the bottom of the well, when you're scraping pennies, nickels, and dimes, when you are just literally like, how on earth is this happening? It can be some of the most challenging yet rewarding work in this world to literally starve any other mindset other than this is going to work. This is going to work. If you focus on something enough, the universe has to, by the universal laws, reciprocate. Yeah, it was a Halix Hormozy, which I can't follow along all the time, but it was a quote that I saw. It was like, either you win or you give up before you win. That's it. That's the end. Because if you give up, there's no losing. You either win, you achieve the goal, or you give up before you achieve the goal. There's no other option. And it's like the tenacity that I have every single morning where I'm like, I'm never giving up. Join me. It's a good time. It's a good time to be so delulu. And then the next day, on the 9th of June, we're going to have Jupiter going into Cancer energy. I'm calling that home awaits. Home, my pocket of the world, safety is key. Again, this is cultural family roots. This is the house of the mother, where this is the house of the father. Yeah, mother capital M, father capital F over here. I have a feeling, and I've been talking about this for many months now, that those that are keen to move will find their home. They will find their forever for now, their forever people. They'll start to find their forever partners. It's been coming up in a lot of channeled messages for a long time now that we're at the place in the awakening that the divine feminine is going to meet their divine masculine. Whatever, you have inside of you. We all have masculine and feminine inside of us, but if you are a channeler, if you do more divine feminine work, then you find your container, your anchor to be able to hold you so you can fly more, whatever that may be. If that's in a person, if that's in a partner, if that's in a home, if that's in a, job and a financial level that levels up, whatever it may be, I find this to be so potent. Jupiter expands. She is thick and does not apologize for it. So really, trusting Jupiter wherever this is falling in your chart. I'll do a whole reading on this, definitely. It's about a year transit. So Jupiter going into Cancer. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about this. On the 11th, we're going to have a full moon in, pardon me, Sag. If there was a way for me to put the sound before Down with the Sickness from the Disturbed as the title of that full moon, I would do it. It just feels like we're just rocking out. This is mutable fire energy we're talking about. So y'all, I need you to burn burn any lack mentality that you have, any small-minded belief systems that you have, for the love of God. Like, just burn it down. Sag, you're going to see them stepping out. You're going to see Sagittarius placements, sun and rising especially, but Sag moon is definitely going to be like, I'm a channeler now, and I have been since I was 7 years old, and I am now completely different. Or like that, oh my God, it's like that sound bite where it's like, switching sides. You'll see a lot of that. You see a lot of that. You'll see a lot of that. I'm jazzed. I love a good fire full moon. And again, my Divine Sovereign room or the full moon room, those are like, one of them is a subscription service, the full moon room. Once a month, you get a full moon channeling, healing, you get recipe ideas, you get sound ideas, you get the healing canvas to work with, you get the channeling and healing, you get so much. That's also in the Divine Sovereign room. Choose your adventure. Choose the room that's best for you. Whatever you're in need of during this time. But please just don't do it alone. If it's not with me, totally okie dokie. But definitely have a place where you are integrating healing into your life. Where you are being open to receive help from your guidance team, your angels, your galactic team, whomever. You do not have to human alone right now. Please. However, you can understand that we are not alone on this planet. Like literally at the end of my meditation today, the very end of my meditation, I was like, because I was kind of like 3 days no coffee, a little bit. I was like, wow, we're just living in a freaking computer game. We're just living in it. Yeah, none of this is real, Sarah. I wish I could show you Sybil. She's just sitting at the chair across from me like, hi, honey. How are you? You don't have danger fully in your eyes, but you've got little crazy eyes. Little crazy eyes. All right. I think that's going to be a wonderful expression of fire energy. A really safe and wonderful expression of fire energy. That's like burning it down. Burning it down. Like burning things safely. Like what I talk about in my, I've added a little bit more, and I've really like put back together my astrological starter kit. It's called Foundations in Flow, Astrology for Real Life. So it's very practical tools when you're integrating astrology into your daily life. But the practical full moon release technique that I have in that program, that's a digital download. It's available for $20. If you are integrating astrology into your life and you're looking for more of like a simple breakdown, definitely let me walk you through the beginning stages. And as you're integrating astrology into the flow of your month, that program is also for you. So it's kind of chart reading foundations as well as how to work with the moon. So that's 2 different programs, all bundled into Foundations in Flow for $20. So that's available for you in the description on my website. Or really do something practical, like write things down and burn them. Throw things away that don't serve you. Change up your dress, change up your aesthetic, change up your simple words. Hey, baby love. That can really make a huge difference. This is mutable. Let it shift. Let it happen. Go with it. And I really want to honor this as well. This is something that came up for me, that if you feel as though you've been blocked, like I know that I need certain tools, or I know that I need a home, or I know that I need this, utilize the tools that you have right now to the absolute, like completely. There was a dear friend of mine many years ago, a Gemini placement, and I was living in my apartment and I was using my living room as my recording studio. I was using it as my living room. I would have client sessions there, and I was also using it as my art studio. And I was like, I need an art studio and stuff. He's like, Sarah, exhaust this space completely. Outgrow it completely. Use everything you have here, and the moment that you've used it enough and you've outgrown it, the set walls will fall down and you will have to level up. You will have to leave. So right now, I have the tools that I have available to me. I have the space that I have available to me, and I use it to the best of my abilities consistently. And I know that when that happens, it means that I'm like cracking at something and cracking and doing it. So join me. It's a good time. Okie dokie. On the 17th of June, we have Mars going into Virgo energy. Yeah, this is like putting pedal to the metal. This is like putting how do I even say? Again, this is very similar to Venus's transit, where Mars was in Leo, went retrograde into Cancer, went back into Leo, and now this is, you know, a fresh path, fresh territory. And I know my chair is in the way, but it says daily life and practical service. Virgo, again, this is mutable earth energy. It's run by Mercury. So mutable earth is like, if I make a decision, I'm going to do something differently. These could be when new ideas come to be. This is when new job opportunities find you. A new home can find you. Like, this is when things can really shift in your daily life. So do what you can. The council really is trying to say something, so I don't want to ignore it anymore. A lot of you have outgrown the environment that you're in. And giving, in the last full moon that was in Scorpio, we talked about how this full moon was going to be a lot of teenage angst. And I have a video on teenage angst. I'll put the video for that below. And that includes a blog that goes with it, really working with your teenager. And in my Mars program, I actually included just kind of an open chat about the Mars versus the teenager. I included that. I gave it as a gift in the Divine Sovereign Room. So if you're a member, you can definitely go watch that. It just really talked about how Mars and your inner teenager, they have similar medicines, but they're going to express themselves in very different ways. Mars actually wants you to accomplish your goals, just like Saturn really wants you to accomplish your goals. Where your inner teenager wants attention, no matter what. So the energy that we have in front of us and the energy that's available to us, just like in our birth chart, I talked about that in the Chiron video that posted today, depending on when you're watching this. But last week I posted a video on Chiron. I'll put that below as well, where you can look at your birth chart through healed eyes or not so healed eyes. You can look at what Mars is presenting to you through your teenager's eyes or through your adult's eyes. You can pop off at work because you know that you're not supposed to work there and get fired instead of like having a gap and like bridging between one world and the next. There are many ways to view this energy, but if we look at it as how clean and simple it is, full moon in the Sag house. Okay, let me release outdated patterns. Let my inner teenager roar, maybe dance a little bit and have fun and do it in a way that like maybe like not, you know, eat the sweets that we know we're not supposed to eat, but like eat the dried mangoes and like do things that are healthier versions of the thing that we used to do. And it's something that I talked to Sag about in the All Signs readings a few months ago, which is a lot of Sag placements have gone sober. Again, I might just record the video on sobriety today because it's just coming through. And whatever that means for you. It could be, you know, you're sober curious. It could be, I'm not drinking as much anymore. I'm taking a detox, or whatever that means for you. But it's like, when you say I'm sober, there's this like, I'm healthy. I'm just healthy. Yeah, like even when I tell people that I'm sober, there's like this moment. But then when I tell them like, yeah, I used to like eat the nicotine and go from underneath people's fingernails and just like steal things and stuff, they're like, oh, I understand you now. That's more accessible. I like that just more feral version of you, Sarah. I'm like, oh, you can be cool. And like, I just feel like I'm like the dare people on stage, and I'm a millennial. I'm just like, it's cool to be sober. It's cool, but it's like, yeah, you kind of get to like channel galactic information and like really like kind of like run your life from your feminine or masculine and co-create with God. It actually is like kind of awesome to do it, but you do have to give up some of that like stuff. I'm preaching. My apologies. Okie dokie. So now we're going into the 20th. It's just kind of awesome. I just have to advocate for that. I'm going to do a whole video, I'm sorry. On the 20th, we have our Cancer solstice, which is God's quarterly. I love it. Again, I'll have a whole video on it. I'm really excited about this transit, as I am all transits. I love Cancer season. It, you know, it really shows us. It is a square. So, you know, whatever was coming up for you around the Aries equinox, this is, you know, a tension point. When we had the start of Gemini season, that was that sextile. It was like, oh, we're working, we're doing it, we're having a good time, we're doing it, and doing it, around. Cancer season is like, are you okay with this being your life? Are you okay with doing those sets and reps? Are you okay with doing everything that you're doing? This is the life you've been working on and working towards. Are you okay with this being your life? That's what a square is. This is just so potent. This is just so potent. So on the 24th, we have the sun conjunct Jupiter at 3 degrees. Then on the 25th, we have a new moon at 4 degrees. It's close enough to talk about it as a conjunction. New moons are when we plant seeds for what it is that we want. We manifest. We ask the God of our understanding for what we want. In the house and home, conjunct Jupiter, our abundant, expansive, lucky planet. It's just like when all the little seedlings sprout in the garden, and when they're like all like going crazy and coming up. This is like, oh, and then the 26th, Mercury's going to go into Leo. I just can't make this up. It's so easy. It's so clean. That's literally it. Those are the transits. Those are the transits for the month. That's it. 31 minutes. July, everything goes retrograde. Right now, it's just Pluto. This is just, that new moon is going to be so potent. Just so potent. What day of the week? It falls on a Wednesday, the 25th. I've been saying this, and I'll say it again. Don't sit on this energy. Talk about what you want. Call it in. Talk about it every second of every day until the people that are meant to be around you are like, how's that going? How's that thing going? Instead of like, oh, talking about that house again, or talking about that partner that you see in your dreams, and you're like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It might have felt like recently there's like this air of mocking that I'm seeing, where, there was a YouTuber, I don't even know his name, but he posted a video, like, remember where it started, where he was doing his first few YouTube videos, and a father figure walked in and was like, enough with the YouTube, enough, go get a real job, go get a real this. And now I'm sure he's making millions of dollars doing it. Like, if you've been either saying that to yourself, or you've been surrounded by people that really don't understand what you're doing or what you're seeing and what you're creating, and your desire to receive, but at the same time the desire to give, you're seen here. You're seen. And it's not an easy road when you're creating something that's never been created before. It's not an easy road to be an entrepreneur, to be a spiritual entrepreneur, to be an authentic, aligned, grounded channel. It's not an easy road, but it's the only road, and it's the one that you told God that you would walk. So I have a feeling that, like, I'm hearing like the cavalry comes in or something. Like, it's, yeah, there's like, you're seen, you're supported, you're loved, you're cared for, you're like, something happens during this month that will give you that, like, oh, yeah, thank you, God, thank you. And it could have only been God. It will only come through your hard work and your focus and your determination, your tenacity, your gumption. I love that word right now, gumption. Let's see. I'm going to just put up where we end on July 1st. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, July feels a little scattered and spicy and retrograde and a little glitchy and stuff like that. So really call in the most solid foundation that you could ever possibly desire in this world, so that you can do good work, so that you can be helpful, so you can be of service. And we have to always remember that although we can perceive the world to be struggling, everyone's perfect and they're exactly where they're supposed to be, or else they would be in a different place. So we can judge people to say they need help, but we can only help those that are keen to help themselves. Truly. You can do, I had a consultation the other day and she mentioned this. She's like, this is something that you said that really like hit between the eyes, where this energy is happening. What you're experiencing is what you're experiencing. Whether you choose to change your patterns is up to you. Whether you choose to harness it is up to you. Whether you choose to be active or passive in this lifetime is totally up to you. We get, like the laws of non-intervention, we get free will. We get to say, I want this, I don't want this. I'm doing this, I'm not doing this. We get that. So you choosing to do something or not do something, it's not the right or the wrong way. It's just what's best for you. So choose. If you're going to rest, actively choose to rest. If you're going to exercise, actively choose to exercise. If you're going to scroll, actively choose to scroll. If you're going to eat, drink, smoke, do whatever the things that you want to do, actively choose to do them. 100% say, I'm all in to do that. We can't passively let the world wash over us. We have to say, I'm actively resting right now. I'm actively reading my book. I'm choosing to do this. I think that's it for today. What questions do you have for me? Please share this video with someone that could benefit from it. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, please comment, please engage, please let me know how I can best support you and what it is that you're doing. Please, if you're interested in more deep dive, the Divine Sovereign Room is for you. If you're interested in really utilizing full moon energy once a month, the Full Moon Room is for you. I have my Foundations in Flow, Astrology for Real Life program. That is a digital download. You can watch those videos forever, getting to know your chart, how to follow the cycles of the moon, and what to do new moons, full moons, and each week in between. So that's $20. That's available for you. My Mastering Mars program is launching the beginning of June. I've never been more excited. I've never put so much into a program before. So this is my full love letter to those that have ever been in fight or flight, that have ever misused or underused or overused their Mars. This is how to really work with that little red firecracker and change your life completely. Really. Because you're worth it, darling, I love you. I'll see you soon.